Is border control affecting the traffic here in Metro Manila, Chairman? And if not, what is causing the traffic?
Well, as far as traffic is concerned, there are no border controls yet with regards to this Delta variant. As you could very well know, the quarantine status right now is that you could go from point to point, etc. And probably, if you talk of border controls, the NCR Plus, that is only effective if you have the same level of status, quarantine status. But we're different right now. I think the only quarantine status that is shared with the other regions will be Bulacan, that is close to Metro Manila. Traffic right now is, I would say, pre-pandemic times rain, the volume of vehicles passing through EDSA is about 402,000 or 405,000, more or less approximately. Right now, it's about 382 or 385,000 passing through EDSA. So you still have a buffer, but we're checking on certain intersections because this bus carousel system, it means that all buses will be on the left side. It's a bus carousel type, so that they will be confined to one lane and they will just not stop on every corner of the road. It used to be that they stop when on the right side and they used to occupy 2 or 3 lanes. Now it's more, I would say it's more effective right now. However, and this is a big but, they to make this effective last year, they closed all intersections. So what I'm doing right now is reviewing the numbers, and we're trying to open strategic locations for intersections. Why? We could open these things because these intersections, because the bus could stop and go. They need time to deploy. They need to stop for the dispatching of passengers. So there are still areas that we could open intersections while they're dispatching. We could place personnel there where vehicles could now take a U-turn while the buses are on a stop. So the buses can still go on seamlessly while we've opened the intersections. And this is our strategy, and I think it's working right now.
Mm-hmm. Talk about personnel. Do we have enough deployments of traffic enforcers right now? How many?
Actually, Rain, before when I became MMDA, I was surprised that about 24, even close to 30% are senior citizens. And they're working at home. I told my staff, how can traffic enforcers work at home? So the first thing I did is discuss things with them. If possibly some of them could retire, or if not, if they want to retire, because I know it's hard right now. I do not want economic displacement. I told them I will get your son, even your relatives, or anyone that you will tell us that you want to enter MMDA, but they will be given priority. And aside from that, I've hired 1,000 more traffic enforcers last month. So this will really beef up our traffic personnel on the ground, Ray.
Mm-hmm. Currently, how many traffic personnel do we have on the ground, Chairman?
I do not have the exact numbers right now, Rain, but I'm sure they're more than adequate with the 1,000 that we have hired.
All right. What traffic management methods have been working so far? You mentioned the bus carousel system. You feel that that's been effective, given some tweaks. What about the pedestrians at the islands? What about the mall schedules? Are there other methods that you feel might help ease traffic? Because we're not 100% open yet. All these businesses are not 100% open yet. We are still under GCQ, and yet our traffic volume is already nearing maximum, which you said was at 405,000 vehicles passing through EDSA.
Well, actually, Rain, it's like this, no? When you look at traffic, it's really basically the capacity of your road network right now. The capacity of EDSA is only good for 300,000. Right now, before pre-pandemic, it's 405,000. So that's 105,000 more. Right now, it's 382,000. So the only way that you could really reduce traffic is to build more infrastructures. Infrastructures like the NLEX and SLEX, it really helped a lot. And they've now opened, it's called the Kalayaan Bridge. It's the bridge coming from Pasig, going through Makati, and the BGC Bridge. And not only that, parallel to Guadalupe Bridge will be the Mandaluyong and Makati Bridge. This type of infrastructures will really help a lot, aside from the bus carousel. And the number two, aside from the infrastructure, will be the mass transport system. This is very, very important. I'm talking of buses, I'm talking of LRTs, I'm talking of MRTs, even the subway. Once the subway will be finished, this will be the ultimate solution for everything now. But as of the moment, we're in that period, while we're waiting for the subway, while we're waiting for others, we must really make sure that everything will really work out. So we have to, like for example, the intersections I was telling you about. Before, we had plans of having elevated bus ramps. What does it mean? The buses for each intersection will go through a ramp, so that every vehicle could now take a U-turn seamlessly. But what happened here was that the cost is very, very expensive. Imagine, for one intersection, northbound it will cost us 200 million, southbound either 200 million. For one intersection is 400 million. And how many intersections do we have between Quezon City and Caloocan? Strategically, at least 4. So with 4, that's about 1.6 billion. So that's why I've tried to open this up without this elevated bus ramp to save on money. Instead, I've placed some traffic enforcers there. So these are the things. And of course, you're very right there. Probably we could study the policy, because we've been through the pandemic. People are used to working from home. We could really explore these things, encourage businesses if they would allow the employees to work from home, make use of technology. And not only that, aside from the sales, we could sales of malls, we could probably harmonize the schedule. And not only that, even when the working hours, we could also explore this if not everyone will go out on the same time. This type of things, Rain.